Hi everybody, this is Cheryl from the Craft Nut 32, and today I'm sharing with you my 20 favorite things of 2011. They're not in any order from 1st to 20th or anything like that. They're just here on the table, so I'm going to get going. I've kind of gathered them all up. So, one of my favorite things from 2011 has been my Cuddle Bug. I have been using it like crazy, and these are my two favorite folders that I've used over the last little while. Mainly like back in 2011, but I continue to do so. They are Floral Fantasy and Seeing Spots. These two are my go-to folders for boys and girls and adults alike, and just love them. So those are two really fun ones. Next, I have been using this as a journal and anything idea. I got it at Michael's in the $1.50 bin, the pen for $1.50 and the matching book, and I just thought that was so sweet. I am always kind of a sucker for pens and stationery, and they were $1.50, and I thought that's a perfect price. So if I have a good idea or a recipe or just feel like journaling what's happened through the day, I just grab this book and away I go. I've been leaving it on my printer in the living room, and I can just go and grab it. It's always ready to go. One of my favorite things has been I got a whole bunch of glitter for my birthday, and it's my favorite. I've always loved glitter. I'm having a hard time using it because I'm trying to save it, and I know that's silly because there's so much. But it's just one of my favorite things. So I chose blue and purple, two of my favorite colors. And that's one of them. So I have been loving Distress ink. These are just two of some of the colors I have. I've been gathering them up one at a time and just have loved adding it. I use it for stamping pictures, I use it for distressing edges, everything, and it's been great. When I first started getting the inks, I started using just sponges to ink up the edge and to distress everything. And then I went and I broke one of these Ink Essentials blenders. And I bought some extra pads for the end for the various colors. I don't want to mix and match or contaminate my ink pads. And it is so worth it. I've just been loving having this. It's so much easier. Just the type of sponge it is quite different than the sponge I was using, and it's really great. It's easy to control, and I've been loving this. And it's been making my inks even more fun. Next is these little zips. Everyone uses the little dots, and I kind of have been going back and forth to using the dots. But what this is, it's just two rolls of adhesive. So it's the same idea as the glue dots. You just stick it and it's done. But I kind of like them just because it is like long. You can cut it at any length you like. It's quite adhesive, like quite sticky, and with it having such a big wrapper, it's easier, I find, to use than the red wandering tape. You can put it on and pull it off, and it just pulls off really quickly, and you don't have to fiddle with getting the back loose or getting your finger under the back to pull it. You can just do it in one kind of foul swoop. So I use this for any kind of extra thing I'm going to adhere down, like twine, ribbon, not always ribbon, but buttons and anything else. This is just great. So it is Zips by Zots. So there we go. There's another one of my favorites. And talking about glue, I love my ATG gun. Adhesive, I guess. This is just, you get so much for your buck. I go in with the coupon, and here in Canada it's $9 for the acid-free, just general purpose. I've been using that. I do more crafts, and I do have some adhesive that's acid-free when I do my scrapbook pages. But I love this because you can use your coupon, and it goes down to $5 for 2 rolls, and it just lasts forever. So that's something that I have really been loving. One of my favorite Cricut cartridges to come out of 2011 was Create a Critter. Got it last year on Mother's Day, and I just use it all the time. It's one of my go-to cartridges. It's super sweet and lots of fun. Everybody seems to really enjoy it, and I love all the different images it gets on it. With Create a Critter, I kind of got into some stamps. I have been purchasing over the last while some My Pink Stamper stamps. Also some paper tray ink, but the shipping is really expensive to Canada, so I don't really get a whole lot of that. But the My Pink Stamper is really funny because my husband and I do like punny jokes to each other. And when she came up with her punnies, I just thought that's something we would use and appreciate, and so I've been getting some of those. I'm baking cupcakes today, so I pulled out one of my recent purchases from her, and it's the Sweetest Cupcakes stamps. So I haven't used these ones yet, just got them in the mail the other day. I'm excited to do so, and I have a couple projects in mind already for them. So stamps is one of my favorite things. My Gypsy was one of my big favorites from last year. I have used it almost all the time and love all the free cartridges that it came with. My scoreboard is something I purchased last year. I saw a couple of ladies using theirs quite a bit. Well, several ladies use it quite a bit, and it's just something that once I've purchased, I was wondering how I went without it. Makes everything really easy to do and nice and crisp, and I don't know, I don't ruin as many projects, so that's always nice. I showed you last year in one of my videos about how I stored my craft items. I was storing them under my bed in one of my videos called My Alternative to a Craft Room. So here they are. I have all of my things stored in them, my paper cutter stored on top, and I just have everything inside nice and neatly in rows and columns, and so those are some of my favorite things. I have some more boxes up on a shelf, and I love it because right now my crafting space, we've moved, so I have now a permanent crafting space, and it is in an open concept style basement. So the basement really is a playroom for my boys. And they do get really rough, and I love that my stuff is in a box kind of up out of the way, and there's scissors and stuff in there too, so I love that they don't see it and they don't get interested in trying to use anything. So I love boxes. I always feel like such a sucker when I see the pretty boxes in Michael's, and I kind of go and eye them, and they're just always so beautiful. So I love having pretty boxes for my stuff. Down here, I have a Seagull bag, a Cricut storage bag. Pull it out, and I'm under my table right now, and I just store my Cricut in there, and I love having this. It's been one of my favorites. I've used it quite a bit over the last little while, and I store it under my table just for safety. So when I'm not crafting, I put it in my bag, and I push it all the way to the back of the wall under the table. So if things go flying when my boys are playing soccer or hockey or sword fighting, it's nice and safe, and I don't have to worry about them getting hurt or it getting broken. And one of my favorite things to come out of 2011 has been a permanent crafting table. Sorry, my chair is really squeaky. So I have just loved having a permanent place. I can finish my project and just make neat little piles and move it out of the way. I tidy up everything in my boxes, put my Cricut away, and I leave my projects, like this one, in a pile, and I can just come and go as I please, and nothing gets broken, and everything stays nice and tidy where it's supposed to. After the table, I have my my cake toolbox. And so everyone, if you guys do a lot of baking, a lot of cake decorating, this is one of great investments. I got it a couple years ago, but I've loved it over the last while. Having had moved, I can now grab it. I'm not set up the way I was in our old house. I have one of those 3-drawer storage totes for a lot of my cake stuff. And this now is easy because I can just grab it and run upstairs, and I have pretty much everything I need for a basic cake just ready to go right in there. So underneath it holds quite a bit. Piping bags and little containers and flour formers, and it really is like a go-to thing for cakes. After my cake caddy toolbox, I have Michael's coupons. Is one of my favorite things. I just love the Michael's coupon. It really helps you stretch your dollar when you're just picking up little things here and there. I have glossy accents as one of my favorites. I've been putting these on a lot of the little creative critters for the noses and the eyes and stuff. So that's been really fun, kind of to come out of 2011. My iPod Touch, I love. It is great. I can watch a lot of videos as I sit and have my morning drink. Can kind of catch up on what everyone's doing. And my Cricut, obviously, one of my favorite things. And I think that's 20. But I also had out little tweezers. Lots of fun. Great for holding on to little pieces, applying adhesive on the back, and then sticking it down. So I hope that's everything. I made a list, and I have more things on the table that I didn't mention. But I think I mentioned 20. So there are some of my favorite things, and I've enjoyed watching everybody's video. Thanks to Christine from ppaisley for tagging me, and I hope everyone has a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye!